Hello, hello. Oh jeez, my headphone cables are all a bundle. Hold on. Oh, straighten out. These cables are very amorous. Are you like this? Well, that didn't work, but whatever. So the game for today is Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. I'm just gonna leave it on the title screen for a little bit so you can hear this really good title screen music. There's also something to this music, which is foreshadowing. So I'll leave it for a bit. I've played it before, I've beaten it before. This is one of my favorite games in the entire of the itch bundles. The only ones that are really better than it are like Pyre and Celeste. So, you know, a really high bar. It's an RPG Maker game, and similarly to Voltage Genesis, its primary strength is that it's just really, really well made, but it is a lot more ambitious. There's some unique gameplay ideas, there's a higher emphasis on story and a better story, really strong characterization, whereas Voltage mostly relied on its world building. And this game is a mother-like, which is sort of apparent from the title screen. But a mother-like is characterized by a few different points. One is usually a child protagonist. I'm going to say usually a lot because Lisa the Painful is definitely a mother-like, but it does none of these things. Like, the protagonist of Lisa is a 40 to 50-year-old man. But the protagonist is usually a child, like Ninten, like Ness, like Lucas, and like Jimmy here. They usually have proportions similar to two bowling balls stacked on top of each other. Frisk and Kara from Undertale, of course, also fall into this, and so does Sans. Although Sans isn't a child, he has the similar proportions. Generally, there is fairly little shading to the art. There's a lot of matte colors. There's often a whimsical facade with a dark underbelly. A lot of psychological aspects. It's usually meant to kind of feel like a game made by children, while still obviously being made by adults who know game design. But the adventure is very much like what children do when they're playing make-believe with their little friends, you know. And that's very much on display here. There's a lot of not just having a child protagonist, but also seeing the world through childish eyes. That's a big theme of a lot of these games. And just, again, all of these don't apply to Lisa, but yet it's still a mother-like, undoubtedly. Like, in Lisa, everything's terrible, and it gets worse. Characters do have the proportion of two bowling balls, although they don't look quite the same, not quite the same silhouette, because Brad wears a poncho. Main character is an adult, although the principal character, not Lisa, she's a back. There's a lot to unpack there, but Buddy is a child. Anyway, let's get this one started. My PS4 controller didn't work for this one, but my TurboGrafx one does. So you know what that means. It's time to turn on the turbo buttons and turn them off again. The music in this game is so good at setting the mood. There's gonna be a lot of discordant music and a lot of cheerful music, and it's gonna play right next to each other. So you had that really nice title screen music, and then boom, 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 like we're starting Psycho. This is voiced, you see. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. It's too early to say goodnight. The sun is up. Children like you should be burning in hell. Well, wrong game. Playing with the musicality of the notes here. sort of voices it. And that's something also that's done in Mother. I don't know about in Earthbound. I never played Earthbound. But in the near the end of Mother 1, there's a scene where all the kids go to, like, a club. And, no, this isn't when it happens. They go to, like, this abandoned club, this abandoned building. And they decide that things are getting serious, they need to unwind, and they have a party. And during it, there's a song that's sung as much as a song can be sung on the NES that uses that same style where the words are displayed slowly to the beat of the music, and the music kind of keys you into how it'd be sung. So that's already doing something lifted straight from Mother 1 that's really cool. Ow! What a sleepy boy. I thought you were going to sleep all day. Wouldn't that be a shame? Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. We're going to do lots of fun things today, but first, you better get up or I won't be able to move my legs anymore. Whew! I've been sitting way too long. Better pick up the pace. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Race you home, Squirt. I don't hit Z, I hit the 1 button on my TurboGrafx controller. So, let's see, we got no items, no skills, but we do have equipment, a pop gun, and a Jonathan Bear shirt. No imagination yet. Status-wise, you got some stats. And a save. I wouldn't be here if Mom didn't guilt me into it. Don't look at me like that. I'm hitting the weights after this. You should too, punk. Oh, Jemmy, did you know that polycarbonate crystals take several millennia to exasperate? And who knows how long for one this size? Yet this one seems to be supported on this newly formed cloud bridge. I'll have to add this to my notes. I love Andrew. Andrew's the best. I'm just gonna let you know right ahead of time that Andrew is the best character. That's healing. Second best character. Oh, hey Jimbo. Me? Just taking a break. Seemed like as good a place as any. Hot out today, huh? That's Lars. That's how Lars is gonna carry himself the whole game. What a slowpoke. Your lucky second prize is a cake. So we've already rapid fire introduced some of the principal characters and their personalities. Helga, super cheerful. Buck, tough guy. Andrew, turbo nerd. Lars, log. How does that sound? Oh, before I forget, did your father say anything about the new doghouse? No? I guess it's a surprise for all of us. I always wanted a dog, but you know how much Buck hates them. And your father's allergic to them, and cats, dust bunnies, pollen, shellfish, cedar. Well, most things, really. Maybe he's on some new medication. If we're getting a dog, you better think of a cool name. I think the best name for a dog is Sparkles. I'll let you think it over. How about that cake? Wait right here and I'll get cracking on that cake. Ooh, hold out. A honey bear. A smooch! I'm so proud of you. Did you already have a dog picked out, or can we get one as a family? Oh, I want Sparkles to be a big fluffy one. Smooch! As much as I enjoy your minute calculations, Lemon Drop, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't build the doghouse? What doghouse? You know I'm allergic to carpentry. The one right outside our front door. Oh, didn't see it. Must have been thinking about something. Oh, I love how absent-minded you can get sugar kisses. Mwah! How about you head to our room and get ready for some adult fun time? Gross. Ahem. If you'll excuse me. Baby, I still wanted to make your favorite cake, but I'm all out of honey. I normally don't ask you to do stuff like this, but you've been getting stronger lately, and I know I can count on you. It's true. One day, Buck, Jimmy might just be stronger than you. Yeah, right. Don't listen to him. He's a grumpy Gus. Maybe the grumpiest Gus I've ever met. Your father and I have had long talks about changing his name to Gus, let me tell you. Jimmy, I need you to be a big boy and get some Buddy Bee honey from the giant garden. It's a long journey and I know it'll be hard sometimes, but I know I can count on you because you're smart and kind and tough. And if things get too hairy, your big brother Buck will be right there to help out. Screw that. He needs to learn to fend for himself. Buck, you listen up. Your brother is still growing up. He might be small now, but he's going to work and work and work because that's the kind of person he is. But right now he needs your help. I'm not going. How about Jimmy helps you clean your room first? You know, like I asked you to do weeks ago? And after you left those plates in there for so long that there's that thing growing there. Fine. I thought you'd see things my way. Here, Jimmy, I made you a snack just in case you get hungry. Hey, it's ants on a log. What a baby. And you know how cranky you can get when you're hungry, Buck, so here's a protein-packed superfood for you. Hey, it's an ants on a log! What? Alright. I'll go to that stupid beehive and get some stupid honey from the stupid bees. But you better pull your own weight. So you can see Helga really knows how to operate Buck. She knows how to stroke his ego just enough to get him to go. I mean, I love that. Here's yours. It's this. It's ants on a log. Wow, that's lame. Here's yours. It's this other thing. It's ants on a log. Okay. He knows, right? He obviously knows that she's trying to trick him, but she's so earnest about it that he can't say anything bad to her. And also, may I just say that we have set up a family in an RPG, a main character with both parents alive and in love. That never happens. Give me a sec, Jimbo. Maybe we'll play some games later. I snagged a near-mint copy of Cyborg Ninja Street Force Brawlers online the other day. So there's not much that's, like, interactable in this game, which is a bit of a bummer. But, you know... Don't worry about that. That's fine. Kind of remember that there was something you can do, like inspecting the shower, but I guess not. There is an Easter egg in here, and I just don't remember how to get it. Well, you heard, Mom. Get to work. It seems to be growing from something. Do you want to smell it? Yeah. Ugh! It smells like old garbage and gym shoes. Do you want to touch it? Yeah. Uh-oh. It didn't seem to like that. Fresh. So, continuing with the mother likeness, this is very patently basically just the Yui from the Mother games. Jimmy doesn't do much at the moment. And the big thing you need to manage in this game is not so much MP, although that does matter, it's cooldowns. This magnificent combo, 300% physical damage, with basically no downside except for the fact that it takes a couple turns to cool down. As you get further into the game and you start amassing more skills, and more skills with really long cooldowns, you're going to see how this plays a big part in the strategy. So buffs will be able to leverage themselves alongside high power moves that then have to cool down. So you go in through this phase sort of a buffing, and then big attacks, and then healing and rebuffing, and then you repeat. And that's sort of the main core way you do the best damage per turn. Utilize your brawn to hide your low self-esteem, 150% physical damage. You can startle an enemy, and you can do inner rage to just start doing basic attacks at higher power. Now he's angry. I told an off-color joke, and now I want to hit him. I'll just have Jimmy guard since the slime is countering. Another off-color joke. Jimmy did his best. 25 experience earned, $5 found. And here comes the main mechanic of the game. Empathy. Jimmy, imagine Hold on, I need to ASMR this.
Jimmy imagines himself in school. He doesn't look like himself today. He looks like a big green gross blob, but he doesn't care. He's happy this way. He's making fart noises by pushing his slime around. The teacher has stopped talking and is staring at him. Jimmy doesn't care. He thinks it's hilarious. The other kids are laughing too. This makes Jimmy really happy. The teacher is asking him to leave for being disruptive. When Jimmy gets up, he rips one for real. Oh man, it's ripe. The room is soon filled with toxic gas. The children are clambering for the door. The teacher is screaming. The wallpaper begins to peel. Jimmy belches out a laugh and goes to play outside with his friends, but no one will get near him anymore. Jimmy finds a nice cozy hole in a tree and squeezes inside.
That's not gonna happen too many times. There's like 10 of those altogether. I know, I'm a Slimer. Jimmy can now turn into a revolting blob. That's my normal form. As a revolting blob, Jimmy can utilize the power of being universally hated to force monsters to fight him. He can also squeeze into tight spaces that he otherwise wouldn't be able to. Hey friends, Information Guy here. You might be asking yourself, why would Jimmy want to turn into that? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. There are tons worse things one could turn into. Like a bug, or a doorstop, or stray hair that falls under your shirt and makes your back itch. But that's not important. Let's talk about Jimmy. Jimmy has the power of empathy. That means he can feel the way other things feel, including that poor revolting blob he just walloped. Jimmy can now access the imagination section of the menu. There you can equip skills that you learn from winning battles and gaining experience. In addition to regular experience points, you'll gain imagination experience for whichever form you finish a battle with. By leveling each of Jimmy's forms, you'll gain abilities that you can equip in the imaginations menu. Most of the skill equipment slots can only be used in Jimmy's normal form, but skills equipped to the start slots can be used no matter what Jimmy is transformed into. Shut up, nerd. Jimmy can also use field actions when he is transformed. How do you do it? It's easy. Just press the field action button. That's A. You can change the controls and other options by pressing F1. If you want to transform into a different form, just call up the transformation ring, default S, and you can change into any of Jimmy's forms. Right now, Jimmy only has 2 different forms, but this is just the start of your adventure. Imagine all the fun things you can be. You'll have a jowl jiggling good time. Jowl jiggling, now that's a good compound adjective. My dad used to make fun of me for liking compound adjectives so much, but if we're being candid here, he was a head-scratchingly bad father. The truth is, I'm the kind of guy who just likes a good hyphen, and he has never accepted that part of me. That's okay. Sometimes we've got to be bullheaded in this rock-trapped river we call life. What about you? Do you like hyphens? Or do you call them dashes? I'm a hyphen kind of guy myself, but I'm not about to fault you for being a dash man. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Do you have any strong opinions on punctuation? Oh my god. He's dead. Oh my god. He's dead. He's really dead. Can't even inspect him. Don't touch my stuff. Oh, that's what. Okay, I'm not actually going to use the controller because it doesn't have everything mapped. Hit me. Yeah, there we go. And over here, toy boxes are treasure chests, and we got an open window. I believe what that is it is. Ah, yeah, it's just a song for the jukebox later. So now I remember. With the slime form, you can go into the drain. Adult fun time. It's hula hooping. That's the joke. That's the joke I was holding on to. I actually couldn't remember what adult fun time was. Jimmy, remember our talk. You're never supposed to interrupt adult fun time. Now your father is all flustered. I am profoundly ashamed right now. When you get back, let's watch some more Battle Girl Maiko. I'm not much of a betting man, but I think Devilina has a real shot at taking over the universe now that her dark energy ray is almost complete. Let me know if you run out of snacks, buddy. I'll hook you up. So just in case you run out of healing items, I'm pretty sure he'll give you another Anselon log. A doggy? Well, I can't talk to the doggy. We don't want to talk to the doggy. I'll let that be mysterious for now, but we don't want to talk to the doggy. We'll be talking to the doggy later. So there's lots of exploration in this game, and lots of hidden things. Also, there's fresh. Every time you get into a fight, that's how it starts, by going fresh. I like that Buck's special attacks. I mean, it's not magic or skills or imagination, it's nerd bash. Noticing strange punctuation marks lately. If you see a red exclamation point, it means an enemy encounter is unavoidable. However, if you see a green exclamation point, then your level is high enough to avoid the encounter. Just press the cancel or transformation menu buttons to skip the encounter. If you press the confirm button, you'll trigger the fight. So that's how this game deals with the fact that it has, you know, typical random battles. I don't know if you can do the field on enemies. That's what I'm gonna call them. Where enemies are, you know, they're walking around on the field, I'm talking with my hands, and if you touch them, then a battle starts. That's one of the best ways to do, like, RPG random battles. I don't know if you can do that in RPG Maker, but you can do some other things. Voltage Genesis had its repels, its stealth gens, and then the silver band for when you really couldn't be asked. But this game instead has a system lifted straight out of Wild Arms 3, where an exclamation point appears and you can cancel the battle or trigger it immediately. But some can't be canceled. And if you're just not high enough level, they can't be canceled. In Wild Arms, your ability to cancel was not based on your level, it was based on your gauge level, exploration level, your something level that you increased by exploring, which I think this game could have made good use of if it, you know, could handle that on the back end. I don't know if it can or not. Oh, Buck's startled. What? Can't even talk to that guy. If you ever get startled, you'll find that you won't be able to act for the current turn. The silver lining, the next turn you'll be alert and won't be able to get startled again. Additionally, every time you get startled in a fight, you'll be alert for a longer time, up until 5 turns. Also remember, you're only startled for the current turn, so if you're faster than the enemy, you don't have to worry about being startled. Which is very similar to the stun mechanic in Darkest Dungeon, which came out a couple of years before this game, I think. Where whenever you get stunned, the next turn you'll have a buff that lets you resist stun. And if you still get stunned, the next time it wears off, the buff will be even bigger. And that's how that game prevented, like, stun locking. You can also startle the enemy. Buck has a skill that'll do that, and that works on bosses. But remember, if the enemy is faster, it's not useful, and Buck is kinda slow. Hey Jimmy, I don't mean to pry, but you're using your transformations, aren't you? Remember, the revolting blob can squeeze into tight places. There are a lot of times where you'll need to change into different forms in order to find stuff, so make sure to keep an eye out. 2. Make sure to look in the Imaginations menu. You'll gain permanent stat increases whenever you level up a transformation, so you might want to stay transformed as much as possible. Not that there's anything wrong with your normal form, Jimmy. You should have a positive self-image. I'm gonna stop talking now. Blank. Yeah, let's bully Cumulus. Nah, not quite enough for a one-shot. it said he just, like, laughed there. The game does this a lot, where an enemy will do nothing for a turn, or do basically nothing, and the next turn they're going to do something dangerous. So in this case, it made him do a counterattack, or like a counter stance. A lot of cases, bosses will like then do a really big hit, like a big party-wide or a huge single target, and it's your cue to guard, especially anyone who's a little hurt. Fresh. We can take this ladder up here to talk to this guy. The green-haired guy said he'd give me a knuckle sandwich if I didn't build this wall. I've never had one before, but it sounds pretty tasty. But then you gotta figure, if I get a knuckle sandwich for not building a wall, then think about how many I'm gonna get for actually building it. Hope they're swimming in mustard. Delish. There's a balloon. I want a balloon. We stole a balloon! Yeah, on free balloon day. So, Buck has a small chance of attacking twice whenever he does a basic attack, sort of like what Nolan did. Hey, it's a red balloon! There's actually a key item that makes, Buck's passive... Well, he apologizes for being weak. Well, now I'm gonna beat you up. There's a passive that... or an item that makes Buck's passive trigger twice as often, which is kind of nice. But skills... outside of the early game, skills are really what you want to be using. Once you have enough MP to sustain their use, they're just gonna be better. Unlike Voltage Genesis, this is not a game where you're using the basic attack a lot, outside of the early game. Obviously, magic characters are going to be using skills, but so are physical characters. Physical skills are a big deal in this game. It's filled with disembodied eyes! You'll catch the next random encounter when they're still asleep. Oh, and there's a Cloud Sundae. What a catastrophe! Some angry-looking men have blocked the bridge and there's nothing we can do! Is what I would be saying if I weren't so marvelous. I've already concocted a marvelous plan that can't possibly fail. However, I'm afraid I lost an integral part of my plan on the way down here. If you happen to come across 3 balloons, make sure to bring them here. I've already got one. Look at that, the disembodied eyes didn't lie. Also, if you hit an enemy while they're asleep, you deal critical damage. At least with physical attacks. I don't remember if that still works with magic. I think it doesn't. Slap. Never get tired of it. Which is good, because I don't remember if there are any other themes for regular battles. There definitely are, like, multiple boss fight songs. But yeah, I don't remember for sure if there are multiple regular enemy songs. That's just a statue. Don't worry about it. The toy box is filled with sparkles! Some Moxie points recovered. And there's a keepsake. And that is a small stat up. It's like +2 to all stats or something like that. Good trinkets are very fresh. Good trinkets are very backloaded. Early on, you'll get trinkets that are just like, yeah, sure, I guess I'll take that. And towards the end of the game, good trinkets are build defining. Hey, it's a yellow balloon. Hey, it's 99 Luft balloons. Nah, I don't want to do that battle. What a catastrophe! I've already said these things. Hooray, you found them all! Now sit back and watch my marvelous plan go into action. It's a good plan. Look at that! Isn't it marvelous? Anyway, away it goes, drifting among the clouds. Can you imagine the marvelous things it'll see on its journey? Upwards, always upward. That's my new philosophy. Another marvelous part of my life has gone exactly as planned. Oh dear, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I best be off. This is just the start of a marvelous day. I do believe it smashed his statue. I guess you don't get the fresh when you get ambushed. Or like when you get a red. Did the statue get smushed? This isn't the way to the statue. No. Yep. Can't inspect it though. No. Once you're level 3, this area is like not really worth fighting in anymore. Yeah. And generally, once you start getting green exclamation marks, it means that the enemies are probably weak enough that you don't really need to bother with them. Smile. Walking right through me? Have you seen that green-haired guy? I'm ready to accept my payment. Let's heal up first. This can't be good for business. I hope Mom and Timothy are alright. Oh, no. Mom, Timothy, and Mr. Cat are all still inside. That crazy man could be shaking them right now. Listen up. He's gonna shake him down. This town is now the property of the petty thugs. That means I can shake up whatever I want. Says who? Nobody wants you here. You're just a jerk and I'm not afraid to say it. Now he's being shaken down. Or shaken up. Let go of him. If you're gonna resort to horseplay, do it outside. Now she's being shaken up. Wait, I didn't try to stop you. Now she's being shaken. Now that you've all been properly shaken, it's time for me to lay down some new rules. Rule number 1. This town is no longer named Smile. It's named Trash Town. Rule number 2. Everything you know now belongs to the petty thugs. You can keep all the rustic crap, but you need to send us all your booze and drugs and candy. Rule number 3. This is the most important one. Don't ever help some guy named Jimmy. In fact, if you ever see Jimmy, you should push him around and stuff. Rule number 4. I don't like little punks that stare at me and don't say anything. Have you got anything to say about that? Now you've done it. Now you've got me all riled up. I hope you like getting shaked, kid. Oh, imagine trying to shake a blob. So poison is pretty strong. Oh, nice crit. That makes things go real fast. But, poison deals damage based on your attack. So, it's not that good right now where Jimmy's attack is still really low. But it does become a lot better later. Deleted.
Jimmy imagines himself in a new leather jacket. It looks cool and he feels like a cool guy. He has a lot of friends now and they all wear leather jackets too. Now he's on the back of the truck with them. They're driving down the neighborhood street. It's his turn up to bat. He is excited and his hands are sweaty from the nerves. They round the corner and pick up speed. Jimmy swings and his bat cracks against a mailbox. It clings to the ground. Junk mail flutters across the yard like snow. Jimmy feels naughty, but everyone else is laughing, so he laughs too. They drive, and the wind hitting his face makes him feel free and happy. They stop at a store and knock over a vending machine. Jimmy notices a weak, scrawny kid looking at them. He looks a lot like Jimmy. Jimmy pushes him down and kicks him in his dumb butt. Everyone is around the kid now, kicking him. For a moment, Jimmy feels a dark black pit in his gut. Everyone around him is laughing. Jimmy kicks him harder.
And now for something worse than the abhorrent blob. Jimmy can now turn into a low-level goon. As a low-level goon, Jimmy can channel his inner anarchist to grab things and shake them up. Some things can also be pushed and pulled. That man was causing trouble because of you, Jimmy. You said your name and now you look just like him. That's like the only time I think that they mention Jimmy's transformations as like changing his appearance. No one cared when I was a blob. Jimmy didn't do anything wrong. He just beat up that guy that was shaking us. Isn't that right, sis? I like Jimmy and I don't like being shaked. Sonny, would that guy have even been here if it weren't for Jimmy? I guess that's true. What? I can't believe you, sis. That guy was a jerk. And you know what? You're all being jerks right now, too. I'm going for a walk. Listen up, Jimmy. I don't know why that guy was after you, and I don't care. I built this place from the ground up. I had 5 children here. I'm just a little mouse, so I can't stop you. But if you're going to attract dangerous guys like that, I'd prefer if you didn't hang around here anymore. Jimmy, you know you're not welcome here anymore. Psst, I don't mind. Just don't tell my mom. Mr. Cat traces his claw along your arm. You let him go. You'll be seeing Mr. Cat later. We'll be seeing Mr. Cat later. Jimmy, do you think I'm pretty? Sure. I hope Mr. Cat thinks so too. Oh, he does. He's a total strong silent type. I can never guess what he's thinking. The grave is old and weathered. Jimmy can't make out the inscription. Well, how about a shaking? Geez, Jimmy, if you like me, just say so! It is a unique interaction out of everyone that you can shake. Miss Cordelia, Miss Mouse doesn't like it. Can I get you something, Jimmy? Got a butterfly net, boxing gloves, some overalls, first aid. That's it for now. Lately I've been thinking I should find a new place to set up shop. Barely get any customers here. Is this really the best place to build my nest? Smile used to be a safe place to live. With all these shaking incidents, I just don't know anymore. Marginal upgrades. And non-Jimmy characters can equip manuals, which lets them learn skills while they're equipped. Welcome to my house, Jimmy. It's quite a bit larger than it looks from the outside. I bet it's bigger than you'd ever guess. It's what I'm most proud of. It takes a great amount of skill to build something so big in such a small space. Feel free to look around. This is my laundry room. I bought the best washer and dryer on the market. Miss Robin had to fly to the big city to get them, and I only own 1 pair of overalls and I never take them off. So I haven't gotten a chance to use my washer and dryer yet. I'm excited about the tour, but we have to contain ourselves. This is my game room, where I entertain guests. I have never had a guest, though. Far too busy. What? You're my guest? Well, I can't entertain you now. I'm much too busy showing you around. Sometimes Jimmy speaks, and we just don't hear it. I'll bet you never guessed where we are now. That was a joke. Of course, it's the bathroom. You can use it sometime if you want. I did the plumbing myself. I've had enough plumbing problems to know that that's a big deal. This is my bedroom. I sleep 2 hours a night. That's a picture of my mother. She was a beautiful lady and I'll always love her. She raised me and my 4 brothers in a lodge she built herself. It was a small place built in a small space. This is my workshop. After a long day at work, I like to unwind here by building things. Yeah. And I like to unwind by turning into a blob and going down your vents. And taking my animal friends. Oop. This is a hallway. There's nothing remarkable about it. If I'm being honest with myself, this is the weakest moment of the tour. Thanks, Mr. Beaver. See you around. It sure is a confusing world out there. Don't worry, Information Guy is here to clear things up. What would you like to know more about? None of those. Don't worry, I'll handle that. I hope you don't mind, but your parents set up an account for you here at First Bank of Groose. Banking might not seem fun, but trust me, it's very responsible, and there's nothing more fun than responsibility. I'm sure you found a little extra surprise when opening some toy boxes. Well, if you have money in your bank, you might also accrue interest. That's why every bit of savings matters. 2. Have you ever thought about what happens if you lose a battle? Well, monsters aren't mean enough to kill you. They'll take you back somewhere safe and fix you out. But just because they won't kill you doesn't mean they won't kick you while you're down. If you lose a fight, monsters will take half your money. So play it safe and bank with Groose. Welcome to the First Bank of Groose. Current balance is $0. What would you like to do? Let's deposit $5. Have a nice day. Thanks for coming to my little bank, Jimmy. It's not much, but owning and operating a bank has always been my dream. I hope my dream will continue to grow and grow. If you ever get tired, you can stay in the boot. That's it. Thank you, I'll be here all night. Well, if it isn't Jimmy! I've been off on a marvelous journey for some time now, so I thought I'd come back to Smile and visit my old childhood home. Can you believe I used to live here? How far I've come! But it's like my mother always used to say, we all come from slime. It's a good thing that she kept the slime barrels still bubbling. And you carry on your mother's legacy, young man. Hi, Jimmy. I'm sorry you had to help us earlier. Wish I was stronger, but I'm just a little mouse. If I was strong, I would have been able to protect my sisters. If I were braver, I would have stood up to my mom. I'd go off on a journey like you. I wish I was strong and brave like you, Jimmy, but I'm just a silly little mouse. When you get back from your journey, I hope you'll tell me lots of exciting stories. Well, let's take a heal first. Oh. Well, I think they're hula hooping over there. Jimmy, wait! I've always admired how big and brave you are, Jimmy, and how slimy and green you are, too. But I've been thinking about it, and this world is really, really big. It's definitely big for a little mouse like me, but it must be big for a big human like you, too. Compared to the world, we're both just little mice. And if a little mouse like you can go out and see the world, then why can't I? So what I'm saying is, I want to go out and see the world. I want to be big and strong and brave, just like you. No, I don't want to go with you. This is something I have to do myself. I hope you understand. I don't know where my journey will take me, but if our paths cross along the way, just think of the stories we'll share. That's what being a friend is all about, I think. Wow, I guess this is it. I'm finally going to be more than just a little mouse from a small town. My heart is fluttering. Good luck on your journey, Jimmy. I'm gonna be a low-level goon about it. Put $3 to my name, here we go. So this area is fairly mazy. It's got lots of things, and it's got fresh. Bunny bee. But now I've got Bully and High Five to heal, but I've got Grift. Some enemies have things you can steal. And you want to pay attention, because oh boy, there's a lot of unique things. You can also escape. I can also imagine Blob to become a blob. Let's bully this bee. Let's bully that bee. Oh, I'm startled. Blech. Water sounds. The crows whisper their secrets. Great! Corn. We don't eat corn as much as we do borrow it. Aha! You've caught me! I just thought this garden could look a bit more marvelous. I'm almost done setting it up, so if you'll excuse me, I have important work to complete. Please, Jimmy, you know I enjoy a good round to shake the frog more than anyone, but this is important work. The Whisper Weaver will soon emerge from the darkness of the garden. Great! I guess I'll bully some more bees about it. Oh, I'm startled. A fetid wind is blowing from the north. Look, that sounds scary, but I think that's just a straw man argument. Blood is gurgling beneath the roots. Cloud babies. Oh, they're tough cloud babies. They're splitting apart! Oh, you know, it's Eddie and bad weather. Oh, that's strong. Let's have him give himself a high five. Don't leave me hanging. Ouch. Ooh, 29 experience. The crows whisper their secrets. We got Skitter and Mortimer. And Mortimer, I know for a fact, has $10, baby! Give me your lunch money, you little puke! Oh, Jimmy's faster now. Well, I already went down this one, so... Thank you, I'm very happy to be a part of this one. Very happy to be a part of that hole. You know, that part. The eyeball melon flowers are coming along nicely. Blood will leak like tears from the stones of the western mountain. Darkness of the garden. Fresh. Take a tasty apple. Isn't he handsome? made him angry. So that's a unique thing that stealing can do. Sometimes you don't get items. You get, like, spells. In that case, a small multi-target heal. Oh, hello, Jimmy. Some green-haired guys told me not to talk to you, but I'm in a bit of a pickle. They made me dig a bunch of tunnels to confuse you, but I got lost, so I labeled them all. I don't think they like that, so they shook me and told me to go back to Trash Town, but I don't know where that is. I still have one more tunnel up to dig, so I guess I'll do that and head back home instead. I'm sorry I dug the tunnels, Jimmy! I was scared they would shake me! Now stop shaking me! Speaking of which... Yeah. Yeah. Heals. Fresh. Yeah, I think this is where I want to go. Ah, it's the bees. Hey there, Jimmy! What are you doing out here on a roasty, toasty day like... Oh no! It's the Destroyer! How long is it gonna take? Face me, Destroyer! Do you think I would forget the Great Floods? Does it look like I have a garden hose right now? Ha! That's only one weapon in your unholy bag of weapons! Destroyer! What about the can of poison clouds? What about the baseball asteroid? Look, you little spaz. Mom just sent us here to get some honey. I'll squish y'all later. Enough! The Destroyer has no power here, for we will sting him. Let them approach. Hello, Jimmy. I know you have come far, and I would love to share our honey with you. But we need your help. We have lived at peace with you and your family on Homeflower for many generations. Long ago, my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother stung your mother on the nose. Instead of declaring war on our kingdom, your mother just went, oh ho ho ho, and planted more flowers in our garden. We have never forgotten that. Can you imagine getting stung by a queen bee? I don't think they have stingers. However, Homeflower is dying. The land to the west is wilting. I do not know the cause, but it is only a matter of time before our kingdom dies as well. Now a gang of ruffians has taken residence in the wilted lands. They demanded that we refuse to help you. Of course, we stung them, but not before they gave us a good shaking. Is this gang the cause of the deterioration of Homeflower? We don't know. But their appearance cannot be merely a coincidence. The music making a scary sound that I don't think I heard without headphones before. But their appearance cannot be merely a coincidence. I would send my own soldiers, but we must protect the hive in desperate times like these. Jimmy, will you go to the Wilted Lands and investigate these ruffians? I will reward you with as much honey as you want. But I know that you won't do it for the honey. We have watched her grow up over the generations. You have your mother's kindness. I know you will find the strength inside of you to save us from the ruffians and restore Homeflower. Go to the Wilted Lands, Jimmy. I believe you can save Homeflower. You can't go back there, Jimmy. The queen told me to stand here, and so I am, because I do anything she says. Even if I... Oh, I can't shake anyone in here. This is a shake-proof room. And this is very important. Whoa, mama! Tee-hee-hee! She's perfect! Tee-hee-hee! Jimmy, it's not what it looks like! We're just hula hooping! We were just talking! I think he knows. I can't face my wife if he tells. I'm sorry, Jimmy. We know how much of a blabbermouth you are. We can't let this get out. Sorry, Jimmy. Fresh. Oh, he cheered for his friends. That's pretty annoying. The Buck's turns will always pretty much kill one. Yeah, push them around. Nothing to grift. Startle him for a turn. Ah, Buck's slower, though. Getting slapped by a flower pretty badly. Punch that flower. That's a good crit. Jimmy's getting a little spicy. Any double attacks from Buck are greatly appreciated. So you see early on, yeah, MP management. MP is a big concern. He did his best. He got $18. Jimmy's now level 4, and so is Buck. Eh.
I think this is the last one for a while. Jimmy imagines himself in a vast field of flowers. The sun is warm against his petals. His mother gives him lots of water to drink every day. He feels safe and loved. Today is another lazy summer day. A little girl is in the field today. Jimmy recognizes her as a girl from his class. She has a slight overbite and talks about her pet guinea pig all the time. Once, in class, she helped Jimmy with times tables. Her hand is grazing through the flowers as she walks. She leans down and plucks Jimmy. Out of all the flowers, she picked him. Jimmy beams with happiness. She takes him home and puts him in a mason jar on her desk. There is a double-decker guinea pig cage next to him. The guinea pig sniffs Jimmy's and nibbles on an apple slice. Jimmy is far away from the window. He can feel his petals curling inward, and it's cold under the air conditioning vent. He hasn't been watered, and his stem feels cracked. One day, the girl looks up from her math homework and smiles at him. Jimmy smiles back.
Now I'm a flower! Woohoo! Jimmy can now turn into a happy little sunflower. As a happy little sunflower, Jimmy can burrow into the ground. If you burrow in fertile patches, you can encourage all sorts of plants to grow. Psst! Here's a secret. Why don't you try burrowing underground in that fertile spot to the left? That's the ticket! I've been talking in absolute darkness for the past 8 years. My entire existence has been pain. Hey Jimmy! Remember that time I buzzed by your ear? Talk about a rush! I got to fly by the Jimmy! That could stand for a heal. Forget what's over here. Fresh. Really just gotta smack him about, all out of things other than smacking. But I can, oops, go back to low level goon and shake the trees for some healing. Yeah, that's a lot better. And I can go back to being a flower. I'd miss in a tile-based game. I don't like the hand. Not thrilled with the hand. Imagine goon. Okay, let's try to get that stuffed skitter. Oh, I got caught red-handed. Let's give it a few tries. Isn't he handsome? Ouch. So the thing is, that's an item that you can only get once, and you can only get it from this enemy, and there's gonna be a lot of such items. And having whole big sets of them is really nice. First aid. And at the moment, there's nothing for it but to just keep trying. Still no luck. I think I'm over the drop rate by now. Actually, thinking about it, I'm pretty sure there's a different basic battle theme in each of the different, like, islands. There's 5 islands, worlds, whatever you want to call them, and each one has a different regular battle theme. Because one of them I know is definitely different because it's, like, 8-bit themed. Still no luck. I swear, it really is a 16% chance. Soon I'll have to, like, kill him or I'll die, so... Yeah, if this one fails, yeah, let's just start attacking him. I'll have to try again later. And basically leave and go back to Smile to heal up. Yeah, because I need to account for situations like this. But I can't steal his $10. Give me your lunch money, you puke. Jimmy is a good kid who would never do anything wrong. Give me your lunch money, you puke. And maybe pick up a couple items. So I can pick up these. Those will be useful later. Those healing items are, I mean, a little expensive for now, but they're percent based, so they scale. So they'll never be bad. Ants on a log will always be an acceptable option for healing. There are better items, like I think there are ones that heal everyone, but for the most part, I mean, they're good the entire game, and I don't think they get any more expensive. Maybe later areas sell them for more. Don't remember super well off the top of my head. Alright, we got a full health bar to try it again. Another miss. Every time I think it's gonna be the one. I suppose I could have Buck interrupt him a couple times. Oh no, he's faster, so it doesn't work. I got it! We did it! We got there! Let's go! I think I got a mite unlucky. A great tragedy will scar the heart of Smile. Yeah, well. I don't need my prophetic scarecrows. So, as you might expect, it's a wee bit dangerous in here. I mean, it's something. I can't steal nothing from something. Okay, they're very killable. I couldn't remember if they were or not. If you go down to the lower levels, oh boy, are they not killable anymore. Because this is a dungeon for later. Gosh, just bad weather. See, that wasn't so scary. I mean, they're kind of nasty, but not too bad. Oh, I should have checked for stealing. Oops, I accidentally double used it. Just wasted a bunch of MP. It's getting a little darker. Fresh. Yeah, still nothing to grift. Do you believe there is something you get in here for coming early? It is a little spooky. Oh, is it Mortimer? Hey, Mortimer! Give me your lunch money, you puke. First aid is considerably worse than a high five. Oh, I'll take a skip, thank you. Thank you, may I have another? No. Oh, it's just $2. Mac. Sorry, Mac. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got the ants on a log for. Spoders. Fresh. Ow. Ah, too alert for that. Dorks. That's gross. Sir, the killer's blood is all over the crime scene. Gross! Get a mop, clean it up. It's pretty atmospheric in here. Got it, because I'm fighting a cloud! Oh good, a toy box. It's a spider web. And that is a very nice attack boost for Jimmy. And that is all that's in here that I can get right now, so emergency exit! 'Cause I was getting done beat up. Even though the enemies aren't actually more dangerous. Yeah, go ahead and get a couple of healing items. Oops. Okay, let's go on to the Wilted Lands. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I'm pretty sure this is the way out. Yep. See, once you, like, have the flower, it's easy to get through. So there's a little something up here. I guess it's not active yet. So you can add the things you've been finding. This gives everyone 1 agility. This gives everyone 1 attack. This gives everyone 2 agility. I think that's all I have. And there's a healer. All completed sets. That's got the Bank of Groose. No real need for it yet. And jukebox. Let's color today. Which is what's playing right now. That's an open window. It's Cloud Sunday. And that's Animal Friends. Continue on over to the Welted Lands. I feel like there's something down here. No. There are some secrets on the world map. That's not one of them. I don't know if you have to be a low-level punk for this, but I think you do. Scram punk. Goon applications were due by 12:30 sharp. Everyone knows the first rule of gooning is to be punctual. You don't got what it takes, kid. Ha! Nice shaking. Too bad that's nothing for a man of my caliber. Why, you'd have to shake me 27 more times before it has any effect whatsoever. I believe him. I won't try him. Rad ghosts sure are annoying, huh? Try not to let their bombastic personalities tire you out. If you get inflicted with the ennui status, you won't gain any experience from the battle. That means... If those are there, I want to be a flower. Fresh. Elder Mr. Asp. Skitterbones. Oh. Well, he didn't make it. Nothing to steal from you. Oh, but a weird bone. Oh, no. Oh, I got caught. Damn! Oh, come on. 86% chance. It's filled with sparkles. And there's a barf bag. Resist sick. And I need to high-five myself a couple times. Can I shake this cactus? No. Frish. Okay. Imagine flower. So the flower can use sunshine, dangerous UV rays, 150% magical damage, double to undead. That ghost is just too rad. It's grooving to a sick beat! And it dodged. Oh, I can't really beat it now. Sorry, dude, late for the party. Got a jet. Buck's level 5. I have a deal for you. It's a very special deal that is only available for a limited time. I will sell you this very valuable nutrition cube for a mere $20. However, I will only sell you one if you don't currently possess one. Do we have a deal? Yeah. Our deal is complete. Hey, it's a nutrition cube! Covers all HP. Tastes like cardboard. Thanks, Rubik, for the cube. Okay, come on. Grift. 86% chance. At least Buck double attacked. Yeah, if you steal his weird bone, he falls apart. It's kind of sad. Oh, I can steal Mac. It's grooving. Oh, no need. Oh, he tires me out with his in-your-face attitude. Got a jet. And Jimmy did not get that experience. What a bummer. Those enemies, if it's not clear, are like metal slimes. They're worth a bunch of extra experience, but they're tough to kill. Highly resistant to physical, weak to holy. Oh boy. Oh, I can steal his dignity! Alright, let's just hit the turtle stack first. Get that out of the way. He's openly weeping. Now he's unmotivated. Oh, but I got a Marvelous coin. That's a 1 in 150 drop from anything. You need 60 of them for a side quest. But there is a much better way of getting them, so it's not that bad. Alright, let's try to steal from Mr. Asp. We'll steal his dignity first and see if that helps. Doesn't help me steal it, but it might make him lose some turns. Nah. %17% chance. Let's go. Ah, he's sick now, so I'll just end the battle. Status effects all wear off after battle, so I don't have to worry about that sickness. Oh, you must be interested in joining the Petty Thugs. Well, you're late, but the GECE hasn't started yet. Everyone knows that getting here in the nick of time is the first rule of gooning, so get to it. Sorry, members only. If you want access, you have to pass the GIF. Another student? This is pretty unorthodox. Everyone knows the first rule of gooning is to brush your teeth after every meal. I'm not sure how that's relevant, though, so I guess you can come in. Take a seat. Hello, Jimmy. You're about to take the Goon Etiquette and Competency exam. I hope you've been paying special attention to the rules of gooning. The GECE is a notoriously difficult multi-part exam consisting of multiple choice, short answer, and essay sections. While hundreds take the exam every year, only a few... Hey, you. I'm the instructor here, so don't talk in class. That's the second rule of gooning, I think. Anyway, just watch this instructional video. Hey, information guy here. You here... Looking to the side. You're here because you would like to join the Petty Thugs. The diverse and exciting alliance of like-minded individuals offers promises of adventure, fun, and acts of thoughtless and unprovoked aggression. While the Petty Thugs do offer a wide range of mayhem, there is unfortunately not much room for upward movement in the organization. Currently, the only position available is low-level goon. The Goon Competency and Etiquette exam is designed to test your ability to fulfill this important role in the Petty Thugs hierarchy. Before you take this exam, let's take a moment to review what it means to be a low-level goon. The following rules were determined by the founding members of the Petty Thugs, and they're meant to highlight the requisite of strong work ethic, can-do attitude, and willingness to succumb to peer pressure. Now on to the first and most important rule of gooning. That guy won't shut up. And if I'm being honest, his stupid nerd face really pisses me off. Anyway, the exam's right in front of you. Just take it so I can go push someone around. Jimmy tries to read the exam, but all of the words are mixed up. So he circles the multiple choice answers at random, draws pictures of ninjas in the essay sections. Alright, that's probably enough time, I guess. I'm getting pretty impatient, honestly. Follow me to the next room for the second part of the exam. Aren't you going to collect our papers? What? Yeah, probably. Look, just follow orders. That's the first rule of gooning. That guy has glasses. That's the first rule of gooning. Oh man, I'm so nervous. I've wanted to be a low-level goon my entire life. The cool jacket, the torn jeans, the green-dyed hair, everything about them is just so awesome. I've studied the supplementary gooning manual for months. I've had this outfit custom made. My mom really flipped her lid when she saw what I did to my hair, but that's okay. Today's the day I'm going to become a low-level goon. I can feel it. I hope you make the cut too. That's just the first rule of gooning. Work together with your friends so you can achieve your dreams. Wow, it feels so cool to say that. This is going to be the best day of my life. Alright, now you need to jump into the sorting hole. It'll, I don't know, tabulate your results or something. I'm too cool to know how it works, so just do it. That guy was cool. That guy was no good. Crap! I cheated off that guy! Shut up and get in the hole. He cheated, so he's cool. Yeah, he's cool too. What are you waiting for? Jump in the hole, stupid. No. If you're gonna shake someone, you've gotta generate power from your legs. Didn't you watch the video? Or cool? Squishy. So what? Guess I passed the test? Yeah, I'm a goon now! Oh man, I feel full of the sense of inner turmoil, like I've gotta shake something. Yeah, that's what it means to be a low-level goon! So if you remember, the other pipe, don't worry about it. Hey, can't you see I'm doing important work here? Hello, gentlemen. Where does the train swim this afternoon? Who is this guy? He seems like some kind of foreign dude who got lost and wound up here somehow. That makes me mad for some reason. Not yet. Need to find healing. Just a moment. Okay. Now we can do that. Well, I'm at it. Can I get you something, Jimmy? You can get me a boring table and a tree stump, thanks. And a couple more ants on a log. This is such a lively crowd. Business has certainly picked up, but I must admit the bird-related shakings have gone up 800%. It. Listen up, new meat. The first rule of gooning is stay out of my tent. Is this the second rule? If you want to keep your hands, you won't do that again. Yeah, well, what if I was Jimmy? What if I was a slime and did this? I thought that would work. He seems to be having a good dream. He's not having a good dream anymore. Dude! That was so uncool. I don't even know where to begin! Alright. I've had time to think this through. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was getting a real nice nap in, and then some chump comes and pulls me off my cot and onto the floor. And said chump did this despite the fact that the first rule of gooning is don't interrupt my naps. Is that accurate? Is that what really just happened? Well, guess what, chump? Now that my power nap was interrupted, I happen to have some room in my schedule to beat the snot out of your dumb face. How does that sound, Trish? It's big enormous. Can't steal anything from them, though. Well, let's start by imagining ourselves as a blob. And hitting him with the toxic sludge. And Buck is faster than him. That means I can steal one of his turns. He cranked up his boombox. What'd you call me? Something gummy. Gross. Another magnificent combo. Ooh, and a crit. Feeling a little winded. You want alright? I'm just gonna lay here a while. Please stop. You win. I feel like I'm gonna die. Grab another heal. Shut up, nerd! Stop! I'm one of you! Is this loser lost or something? Get lost, loser! Heh. What am I supposed to give to babies? You want some milk, baby? Yeah. I don't have any milk. Now I feel bad for making you think I did. Give this kid his milk. In case you didn't notice, this is a hang-up for really cool grown-up dudes. So we ain't got no baby milk for a little baby. Oh, dropped his chin on the tire. We'll get some milk back home. I can't talk to him anymore. New recruit! Don't forget the first rule of gooning. Come up with a really cool laugh. The new recruits are feisty today. I like that! But if you shake me again, I'll carve a new mouth into your belly. Is this a cool laugh? Is this a cool laugh? Jimmy's glad he found a place to cool off. One time the boss smiled at me. I fainted on the spot. I lost a lot of rep that day. Don't pick on me! I'm not weak! I told Dee Dee she was a smoking hot babe and got this uncontrollable urge to shake her. Then she kicked me in the face. I just don't get girls, man. Come on, man. If I were taking a shot right now, you would have totally messed it up. Remember the first rule of gooning. Don't make fun things less fun. Not you, too. Things were supposed to be different. Ugh. Ugh. Step all over him. Hey, Jimmy. I bet you're surprised to find me here. It's only been a short time, but I feel like I've already come a long way. I mean, here I am, facing my fears head on. But the thing is, I thought I was being really brave, but now that I'm here, I think everyone is just ignoring me. It's easy to ignore a little mouse. I'm not gonna let that get to me, though. I'm here, and that's what matters. And this is just the start. I'm gonna see so many great things on my journey. Haha, it's good to see you too, Jimmy. How many times I gotta shake you before you kick me in the face? I would just enter your tent over and over again. I don't remember what... You can get Dee Dee and the other guy, whose name I won't say yet because it's too good, to fight you, and I don't remember how. Look at this loser. Did you really think you could outsmart me? My name used to be called Johnny Cats. Why? Because I sniff out every rat. Okay, so what I meant to say was Dee Dee warned me that you infiltrated the base, and then she made me come up here. You know why they call me Johnny Knives? I'll give you 2 guesses. Give up? It's my knives! I carry them with me wherever I go. They're my greatest possessions. And I'll tell you something else. These knives are gonna cut you into little pieces, Jimmy. That's right. We figured out who you are. Well, Dee Dee did. If you would have just stayed in your house like a good little boy, this wouldn't have happened. The boss even made us build that wall and dig that tunnel and make everyone be real nasty to you. But here you are. What a stupid little brat. You could be at home playing violent video games, but instead you're about to get your guts cut out. And your teeth kicked in. That's right. Get ready to be in all sorts of pain, Jimmy boy. Fresh. So, he's Johnny Knives, right? Because he has the knives? What if he took his knives? He's got his initials carved into him. Oh, gee. Oh, heck. Oh, he took my knives. Oh, well. Okay, whatever. Now he's Johnny No Knives. This is my favorite recurring joke. This is not the last time this happens. Oh, shucks. Oh, he took my knives. Well, I guess I'll attack. He loses 10 attack when he loses his knives. How could a little punk like you beat us? But my knives! Johnny, my man, remember rule number 1. Keep your cool. I don't know when the snaps are. What a cool dude. Allow me to introduce myself, kid. My name is... Punch Tanaka. That was awesome, boss. It would have been more impressive if you hadn't crashed all those other times. You know, it's like 4. Not in front of the kid. Anyway, let me tell you a little something about Punch Tanaka. Punch Tanaka rides on the free and wild dreams of youth. Punch Tanaka is a tiger caged in the heart of a man. Punch Tanaka wears his shades at all times, even in the shower. I've got a hard lesson to teach you, kid. I'm cooler, tougher, and badder than you'll ever be. And now you've shown up in my neck of the woods. You've got some nerve, kid. That's a very Punch Tanaka way of living, and I respect that. I can see why we were hired to keep you in check. You know, the more I look at you, the more you look just like a little Punch Tanaka. When I was a kid, I used to be a total hellraiser. One time I didn't take a bath for 3 weeks. You could use a cooler haircut, though, and maybe some shades. No, this isn't the time for making new friends. This is the time for pummeling enemies. And make no mistake, Jimmy, you're my sworn enemy. I've got an intense furnace of hatred for you inside my gut. Why is it there? 'Cause I'm getting paid to hate you. And more than anything, Punch Tonica goes where the money is. Don't look at me like that, with your childish eyes all full of naive hope for a better tomorrow. You're making the child in my heart cry. I can't take it anymore. I'm putting an end to this, Jimmy. The Reaper left me a message. It said, I'm Punch Tonica, and I'm coming for you, Jimmy. What a cool dude. So, there's a gimmick to this fight. If you win it properly, you get 3 Marvelous coins. I will almost certainly not get it. You basically need crits. That's a good start. And I can startle him. Good crit. Jimmy's hurting. Give him them ants. Can insult him again. Actually, it might be you need to, like, save your MP until he gets low. He holds up a mirror and seems preoccupied with his own reflection. That means guard. Actually, I am faster than him. Yeah. There's a creepy spider behind you! And runs away. I didn't make it. Jimmy did his best, though. Don't tell me it's over, boss! It's not over, Johnny. Not by a long shot. But right now we've got to face the facts. The kid beat us. Get moving. Listen up, kid, and listen good. You go back home, and you stay there. My employer isn't the kind of guy you want to cross. He told us to stop you from leaving your house, and we tried, but you beat us fair and square. So now, just listen to reason. You can still have a happy life. You can go back home and be safe and sound with your family. Is that so bad? You're stronger than you look, kid, and you might have gone toe-to-toe with Punch Tonica, but my employer, he just doesn't have a heart, kid. I don't know where he came from or what he wants, but he's bad news. I like you, kid. Go home, for your own sake. I hate this. Everything has to be complex. Everyone around here is stupid. Let's go back to the dumb bees and get the honey. No more favors for Mom after this. There's a couple more things I want to do around here. I still need to get that piece of furniture from the young asp. Also, while the punks are gone. Actually, it's an item left behind. I remember the first time I played this game. I came back here really late, and there was like an item of some sort that I had missed. Oh yeah, also anytime after Miss Robin leaves, she leaves behind a clockwork egg to be a shop for you. Did anyone else leave something behind? Dee Dee was writing something, I guess, but I can't interact with it. Big Enormous, by the way, if you don't fight Big Enormous early, he joins the fight with Dee Dee and Johnny Knives. Can you interact with him? No. Yeah, there are secrets around here, and I don't remember where. I remember some things about this game, but not a ton. Just that that's fresh. Damn. Oh, choice. It's a fortress of nitwits. Which is this theme, I imagine. Oh, the younger Mr. Asp is... Oh, pull your... Is that suck on backwards? Pathetic. As long as they're together, they'll... I got it! Alright, I can leave her... Well, I still want to look around to see if I can find more items. So, I'm not going to leave just yet. And the next area is pretty hard. And the next boss is actually quite hard. Jimmy tries to read the notebook, but the handwriting is illegible. There seems to be some doodles of a dog with angry eyes and devil horns in the margin now. Jimmy brushes off some dirt from his jacket. Jimmy can't stop smiling at his reflection. Jimmy's clothes look a little loose. Jimmy looks kinda messy, but it's hard to tell. Jimmy's glad he found a place to cool off. Jimmy's vision is starting to blur from the heat. Oh, it's... Yeah, that's it. I think this might be a bad place. Yeah. Trash. It's a grabbing hand. He doesn't have anything to steal. I got it before it was a problem. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything here yet. Oh no, I think it's too late. I think it's already happening. That's right. That's how this works. Give him a high five. Yeah, it does that. Escape is blocked off. And a new path opens up. You really don't want to let the hands grab you. Miss again. The rocks are turning into grabby hands. Can a magnificent combo on its own defeat the grabby hand? Yeah. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to wherever this goes. I suppose I can use clean getaway on any fight that looks too hard. Oh, rad ghost. Yeah, I'll just clean getaway. It is nice to find a rad ghost once you have like multiple ways of hurting them to make it a little more likely that you can actually hit them. Whenever they use the not dodging move. So if they do the dodging move, then it's just, you just deal with it. You're not hitting them that turn. Oh, Buck's now level 6. Hooray! This hole, it was made for me. It's a tight fit even for a Slimer. Oh, it's a really tight fit even for a Slimer. All the way into the hole. You can't go back into the hole. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember if this is realistically winnable. I might need to be stronger first. Crap. That was the wrong move. Yep. I'm gonna die. Nah, that's not doable. I need to be much higher level. But all you lose is money. So like, meh. Yeah, and that was the thing that I couldn't remember about. I couldn't remember if there was a horror dungeon in there. Because there's more like that. Oh boy, there's more like that. So yeah, let's head to... I don't think I ever checked out 5. And the enemies here aren't really worth fighting anymore. That just leads to the cave, which is another one of the horror dungeons. I don't remember if it doesn't let you go in there yet, or if you just don't want to. Anyway, welcome to the next horror dungeon. It's gotten a little gross in here. You know, a little gross. Would you believe they don't have anything to steal? Ah, it's nasty. Not even well enough to attack me. Yeah, enemies in here, quite a bit stronger. But you get quite a lot more experience. The Buddy Bee's breath rattles from a hole in his throat. It's grasping a honey pot. You want to take it? Yeah. Bully this thing! Jimmy did his best. Now he's level 6. Hey, it's a honey pot. Yeah, I can't open these. Thanks for the honey, my dude. I'm sure it's real good. So there's always a chance that Bully is actually weaker than Buck's normal attack, because he can hit twice, and normal attack, you know, is 100% and Bully is 150. So if he has a 25% chance of attacking for double damage, that functionally means a 25% bonus to damage, which means his normal attack is functionally 125% normal damage, whereas Bully is 150. So Bully is consistently a little better, but of course sometimes it's just that normal attacking is better, but it's only a chance. Yeah. Hawks up something gross. Is something gross. Oh, but I have the barf bag. I'm gonna need it. Can I grift? No. For the most part, enemies in dungeons that you like can't return to don't have anything to be grifted. And yeah, I don't think you can return to this place after you're done with it. Ooh, that's pretty dangerous. Nice crit, though. And they eat each other a little bit. A little friendly cannibalism. So this is going to be the tone for the rest of the game. You're going to get happy, and then you get kind of goofy, And then you're gonna get... Ew. Then you're gonna get grody. And now I need to make an emergency exit. It takes a couple trips into the hive to be able to be strong enough to, like, win. I have some good dollars now. And I'll go ahead and start with Mr. Bruce. Have a nice day. Keep following your dreams, Jimmy. Not welcome here anymore. My son is set off following the sun? So what? He's free to live his life. He can make as many bad decisions as he wants. What a good mom. Back to the garden. Back to the bees. Back to the accurate representation of what the bee population is like right now. They're a little sick. I made it steaky. Good money, though, from the horribly tragic bees. Well, good news to the bee that didn't want his wife knowing what he was doing with that sunflower. She won't. She won't know anything. Clicking sound. Got low and emitted a clicking sound. Ugh. And yeah, Bully really, or low-level Goon really is the best form for Jimmy at the beginning. Even though the bee's eyes are open, they are covered in a murky green glaze. It's almost as if the creature is sleeping. Would you like to attack it now? No. Frish. The flower is like magic and AoE heals. AoE heals don't really count for anything right now because I only have the one character. And magic just isn't very good at first. It's feeling well enough to be insulted when I call it names. Yeesh. Ah, they left their pieces everywhere, and their children too. There's a toy box in here, so like maybe you can return. Because they wouldn't want you to like miss out on any items. That's one thing this game does really well. Is generally speaking, there's nothing missable. You can always go back. Jimmy did his best. Oh, I don't think your best is good enough, Jimbo. Hey, it's a bee stinger. can give it to Buck. Buck's normal attacks are enough to kill the drones. Jimmy needs a little help. Yeah, that's right. When you have the bee sting or your normal attack, I think has a chance of startling. Maybe I'm wrong. There is one big advantage to leveling Flower and Slime right now, and that's that as you level them, despite being right in front of you, it doesn't seem to notice you, but it's not budging from the spot. Would you like to attack it now? Yeah. He's frazzled. Every time you level up in Imagination form, you gain like +1 in a stat. And for the low-level goon, it's luck, which is not very useful. For the slime, it's defense, which is better. And for the flower, it's, I think, magic defense, which is okay. It's better later. Oh, it's getting extra juicy. I don't remember if there's like a healing fountain in here. Let's do an inner range. Then probably peace out. Oh, they're just eating each other. That is a problem with inner rage, is that it means you can't control who he attacks. Yeah, startled, nice. And double attacked. Guess I'm still good for a little bit longer, as long as my ants on a log hold out. Not too many treasures in this hellscape. I can't say I'm a fan. Nice double attack. Double buddy bee fights are pretty good for experience. Hey. I don't want to get to like the next plot flag as I am. So that's why I'm moving forward slowly. I don't remember like if it would make me do something. No. Hit the worker bee. I got him. Oh, a toy box. That's a rose table. Just clean off the bee goo, and it makes some perfectly lovely furniture. You can see why I was not particularly upset about losing, like, $50 when I'm already up to 300. Okay. So let's go back through after healing and resupplying, and just try to conserve MP. You're gonna want it for the boss. That's right, you can only carry 10 ants on a log. That's what is really holding you back. One thing I can do is I can go back to the clubhouse and put in the rest of the items I got, which will make me that weedy little bit stronger. One problem with this system is it doesn't remove the things you've already put in there from your inventory, so you have to be like, oh god, what did I already have placed down? So yeah, that's it. I think I don't have anything else, because like there's 4 things in the common, I have 4 things put down. I don't have any of the rare. Oh yeah, I do. +3 attack, that's what I'm talking about, baby. There, I'm actually considerably stronger now. So I'm going to... Oh, that gives HP and MP. Yeah, I'm gonna, once I'm back in, equip the sunflower form. Its basic attacks are weaker, but that's fine. But I want to get it leveled up. For that sweet HP and MP. Like 3 HP at this point is about a 3% bonus. That's not bad. And I'm gonna get it, you know, a few times. So having like 20% more HP maybe, yeah, is pretty huge actually. Buck's regular attacks are about the same as Jimmy's crits. Do your best, Jimmy. His basic attack through the regular enemies. And you'll be able to conserve most of your MP. Enemies don't do that much damage. And you can heal just with ants on a log, so you don't need to spend MP to heal. Oh, were you hungry? Did you want to eat your friend? Well, that's 1 ants on a log used up. Yeah, by limiting you to 10 ants on a log instead of like 99 as you would normally get in a game like this, that means that they aren't just the be-all, the be-all end all, but rather they are supplementary. Because while they're really strong, having only a limited amount of them means that you can't just rely on them the whole way. You want to leverage both them and the cola for the 25% MP heal and use healing skills. Realistically, a 25% MP heal at this point is a 50% HP heal, because I can put it on Jimmy, use high 5, and that's about a wash. You get maybe a little bit more MP back than the 10 needed for high 5. Yeah, because I'm at 61 now, so I get 15 or 16 depending on how it rounds. So, 2 colas is 3 ants. At this point, and obviously it only gets better as you get more MP and other healing skills, or you know, more party members, so that the flower's 25% party heal is better than the 50% heal from the low level goon. Just some math. Nice crit. Nice card. As whenever they don't take a turn, just helps maintain my item stock. Even if items do get more expensive later, which I just don't remember, You can return to earlier areas sometimes. Not all the times. Towards the end of the game, absolutely. But sometimes you can return to earlier areas, and you're meant to. Like, you're meant to get a little stronger and then go fight the snake, right? But 2 people, I don't think it's reasonable. Especially because its grasp attack, the only way to get out of it is to startle him. And so if Buck gets startled, like, what do? Jimmy doesn't have a startle, unless I gave him the bee stinger, then he has a chance. But no, you're meant to fight the snake later. Not a ton later. But, like, there are other things here that are meant to be done a ton later. The spooky spider cave, that's way later. And also there's a mountain sort of in the northwest corner that has a boss that is also way later. They both have something like 20,000 HP, so you can see based on the damage I'm doing now that that's just not reasonable. Whereas the snake has, like, probably around 600, if I had to guess. Which, 30 at a time, it'll take a while, but you'll get there. You can already see the effects of Jimmy leveling up as the flower, since I'm missing 9 MP, despite not having used any spells yet, and that's just because I've gained 9 MP. So yeah, this one is fighting you at full power. Let's try... Let's try Sunshine. See how it does. I can use Magnificent combo. I mean, these enemies are pretty dangerous. So it's weak to that, so 43 is pretty good. And it doesn't have a cooldown, so you just keep using it. Pretty clean. Just in case there is a healing spring, I'll hold off on... Oh! The fight started. Just a moment. I'm gonna get some water, and I'll be back. Are you ready for the best song in the game? The Pulsating Mass fights have an absolute banger. It's called A Cocoon Throbbing in a Dead Man's Mouth. Jimmy! Jimmy! Help me! Oh, it's throbbing. I don't know where I am, Jimmy! It's dark and wet here, Jimmy! Everything stinks here, Jimmy! Everything hurts here, Jimmy! Jimmy, I'm scared. How long have I been here in the damp and dark? The only thing that comforts me is the screams of my children. I've dreamed here, Jimmy. There's not much else to do. In my dreams, there's a big yellow field of sunflowers. There were golden lakes of honey. You were there too, Jimmy. You're always there, Jimmy. In every dream and every stray thought, like a fog of pesticides, burning up everything. I hate you, Jimmy. I hate every drop of rotten blood inside your carcass. I hate every mole and mark creeping up your back. I hate how you pretend to be a hero when you're really just weak, weak, weak. I used to be weak too. So weak I had to rely on you. How pathetic. Things have changed now, Jimmy. I'm wearing a new skin now, Jimmy. The metamorphosis is almost complete. Would you like to see, Jimmy? Yeah! That hurts my throat. So, first point, she looks like she's lounging, right? Like there's a thing coming out, like, my cursor won't appear. There's a thing like coming out of her back and connecting to the small, the back of her neck to the small of her neck, but it's to the, you know, and it's sort of supposed to look like Mewtwo, or more specifically, supposed to look like Gygas. Mother reference. But it kind of just looks like she's lounging in the cocoon, like, yes. So, point 2. The first time I did this fight, I did it all wrong. So you see a boss, and you see some ads. And they're cocoons. So your thought is, I need to stop those from hatching. Because once they hatch, that's real bad. They will hatch, absolutely. But it's not real bad when they hatch. It's like, sort of whatever. Hitting them is pointless. Because she'll spawn new ones at different stages in the fight, and that will get rid of whatever she had spawned earlier. So even if you could destroy them, and they're really tanky, you're really just wasting time on MP. So you just want to hit her. Just don't do anything, just hit her. She doesn't hit that hard. Has a lot of health, though. Well, they twitching. So is she weak to sunshine the same way? Well, it's the good part. It's the organ soul. Yeah, she's weak to it. So that's, yeah, that's good damage. I had intended to restore Jimmy's MP before the fight, but I didn't realize that's exactly where it was. Whoopsie. I'll just have Jimmy use the vitamins on Bug. You really want to cure the sickness? It adds up real quick. If they can just do the, you know, sickness attack first, that'd be real helpful. You swallowed in the I missed. It went too fast, I didn't see it. But see, she gets rid of the enemies. Nice, a crit. I forgot the magic can crit in this game. So I'll start using some cola. Start using some items. Oh man, that's not much MP. It's not worth it. And just start eating them ants. Queen Bee shrieks. Yeah, me too. If you're just gonna use sickness on Jimmy, who's sick-proof, lady, I don't think you're gonna get what you want. They just clicking. Sticky. Well, the bee faction will save us here. The bees, 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 sickness, vomit, death, bees, bees, bees. We swallowed in the mark, and we shall be reborn anew. Nice crit. So these ones, I think, spawn the royal guards, or at least buddy bees. And if it spawns buddy bees, I think they can actually hurt the queen bee with their cannibalization attack. Bleh. So yeah, this time it went way better than the first time I played this game, and I thought I should kill the pupas. Yeah, buddy bees. I think she can summon the queen's guards, where you fought them, you know, in the hallways. Blaze it! Jimmy is now level 8, and so is Buck. Hey! Jimmy! Jimmy, where did you go? I can't see well, Jimmy. I can't hear well, Jimmy. I can taste blood, Jimmy! It's dark and I'm alone! 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 I don't understand what's happening. Why can't I have a normal day with you anymore? At least the bees are mostly dead. That's what they get for stinging me. Still, whatever this is, it's wrong. We better get back home. Maybe Dad knows what's happening. Despite the rot surrounding you, there is still a shallow pool of pristine Buddy Bee honey left. Would you like to collect what you can into your honey pot? Alright! You were able to finally get some Buddy Bee honey! 50% friendlier than normal honey. +1 to all stats. Don't use it yet. The longer you wait to use it, the better it gets. Pop in here for a quick heal and restock my items. Egg. Leave a couple of like spaces open for picking up items, you know. Thank you for your patronage. Don't patronage me. Also, I skipped this bridge earlier. It's because there's nothing to do over there. Friendly and powerful honey. That's a dungeon down there. That's for later. Yeah, there's just nothing here. It's a broken bridge, you know? RPGs. Okay, any dungeon, like any overworld dungeon that you've already cleared, you can just walk through afterwards. Hey boys, I hope everything went well. Yeah! Great! Got the honey! We thought we'd enjoy the day a little more. Isn't it nice out? So, it is time, unfortunately, for the worst dungeon in the game. This dungeon sucks. It's boring. It's got backtracking. I hate this part of the game. And it's such a shame that it comes so early. Oh, it would get overcast. Another afternoon of board games, I guess. Fascinating. Accelerating Godfrey waves to the point of a quantum flux might produce a similar effect. I mean, what did you do to my wife? You better get out of here. Yeah, that was the point. Not like I can outrun a laser. If this ends with me having to go on another dumb adventure with you, I'm gonna wreck your face the first chance I get. I like that when the laser hits him, he returns to the Jimmy silhouette instead of the one he had. It's funny. I bet they noticed that in development and were just like, he's such a pain to fix it, Jimmy. It ever since in you. Wake up. Oh, you're up, dear. Let's get a look at you. Okay. No, this won't do at all. I'm afraid your skin has adopted a squiddy tone. You've got vile bags under your eyes. Your bones are apparent. And... yes, I'm afraid that your gumption levels are dangerously low. Has your mother been feeding you properly? Yeah, but you've grown like a bean sprout. Oh, a sunflower, actually. I'll tell you what. A nice young man wearing sunglasses gave me a tin of candied almonds. I'll make sure to liquefy some and inject them into your substance gel for extra nutrients. Doesn't that sound yummy? Just wait right here and I'll get started on that. Let me know if you need anything, dear. Want to chat, Jimmy? That's so sweet. Once I finish my preparations, we'll be able to chat for a long, long time. So let me get back to work real quick. I'm looking forward to spending time with you, sweetheart. Have you called your space grandmother today? That's gross. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. Jimmy, if I didn't know any better, I would think you were a naughty boy. Do you not want to visit me, dear? And I know little boys want to run around and scuff up their knees. They don't have time for little old ladies. But that's just not fair, I'm afraid. You're already here, so you're gonna let me spoil you. Yeah, that's the best option. The door's locked anyway, so you won't be going anywhere. I'll just have to drain the pod and start again. And really, Jimmy, after I went through all the trouble of liquefying all those delectable treats for you, you're lucky you got such a cute little nose. I'd kiss it right now if I could. Mwah! Damn. It's just you. Buck? What are you doing here? How did you get out of your containment pod? I broke it because I'm not an idiot. It's not like it was hard. Jimmy managed to get out. There's that lip again. This won't do it all. Can't you be a sweet little boy like your Uncle Lars? Shut up. Nobody likes visiting you. It smells weird and it's boring. I don't appreciate that, Buck. Not one bit. You two boys need to stay put until the security drones escort you back to your containment pods. I'm gonna find Mom and get out of here. Maybe Dad and Uncle Lars if I run into them. I guess you can follow me. I'm still gonna wreck your face when we get home. Well. Disobedience. I would expect this from you, Buck, but Jimmy, I just don't know what to think now. Suppose we'll have to activate level 3 lockdown so you won't be prying any more doors open, Buck. That's very rude. If you happen to run into a security droid, do not resist. They're allowed to use lethal force. And they are quite lethal. So step 1, you're spending the whole time as a goon. That's non-negotiable. Just broken. Step 2, I think you have to talk to all the monitors. I'm sorry, I guess I'm not programmed to listen to naughty children. Because this dungeon is just full of plot flags, and it's really annoying. Oh, talking to me again? I thought you were a naughty boy. Shouldn't you be off harassing soda jerks or shoplifting bubblegum? Music's good, at least. Your collar is a bit off. Could you just straighten it a little? Drip, 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 drip. Yeah, you look handsome. Yeah, you need to make all the screens black by talking to her. Well, if you're always going to be around like this, I guess we should chat. It would be a waste if we didn't, right? No, I haven't talked to you since... I suppose I wasn't much for conversation then. Let's not bring that up. The important thing is that you're here now. Once we get you back into your containment pod, we can spend more time together. Isn't that what you want? No. That's asking too much, isn't it? Now, I'm sorry, dear. So the fight's here. This is these guys. And you can always steal their voice box. Because they're, you know, alert drones. And if you steal their voice box, they can't alert anyone. And if they successfully alert someone, you fight a really strong enemy. And it's very annoying. And that is 100% of the encounters here. I have just shown you every encounter that's in this dungeon. And we're going to be seeing them a lot. And they don't give crap for experience or money. And it... Jimmy, why do you keep visiting me? You know that my prime directive is to detain and subdue you, right? Oh dear, I've said too much. We probably shouldn't talk anymore. It's just the prime directive and all. I shouldn't reprogram myself. That would be crazy. Oh dear. And naturally, the level 3 locked doors are wholly unbreakable until you get the proper key card. So here's the real problem, is sometimes you fight more than one of these guys at the same time. In that case, you want to kill one with Buck as soon as you can. Yeah. Yeah, you just need to not be there. You call Helga. Oh, Jimmy, Buck, thank goodness. I forgot to talk to my mom again, but I'm also locked in this weird space prison, so I guess today's been kind of a mixed bag. When you get a chance, can you get me out of here? I've never seen the inside of a UFO before. Hello, Jimmy. I see you and Buck have escaped. Excellent. What's that? The bees? This isn't good at all. Remember what I told you about bees. Bees disappearing from an ecosystem are an early warning sign that the ecosystem will fail. What could be the cause? Pesticides? I'll need to work things over. We'll discuss this later. Andrew knows the priorities. Abducted by a UFO? Bees. Oh, hey, buddy. So I guess Mom's here, so that's pretty cool. She told me she was gonna bring some candied almonds, but I don't know how she's gonna do that, so she's like, a computer now? Isn't technology cool? I guess I'll probably move back with her. I'm really gonna miss you, Jimbo. Maybe Mom can just live with us inside my computer. That'd be pretty... Oh, excuse me. That'd be pretty sweet. Security clearance. Security clearance. Well, I can't break protocol like that, but there aren't many terminals in this sector. Maybe opening one door wouldn't be so bad. Achoo! How would you look at that? I must have hit a button when I sneezed. I think sometimes they don't, like, call the alarm on the first turn. But at any rate, Magnificent Combo can kill them with a high enough damage roll. Hey, you look a lot like Jimmy. Good thing you can't be him, because he's locked up. I bet he didn't expect us to have a spaceship. I don't know why the boss cares so much about this Jimmy kid. I would ask him about it, but Dee Dee tells me I'm not paid to think. So I don't think at all. I just get angry and punch stuff. You're a natural kid. Bagoon tryouts were yesterday. Hey, when you do that, all I can think about is how angry I am. Shoot, I'm not supposed to think. I'm so confused. Please insert currency and make selection. So yeah, that's your way of healing. But also you can do this. You can get some money. At any rate, my MP is okay for now, but it might... Okay. That won't necessarily last. You can come back here much later and fight the Super Killbot 5000s. And they drop, like, something unique, I think. But it is absolutely not an option right now. But as long as there's only one of them, you can win every fight without using any MP and really not even lose any HP because their attacks are super weak. And I get the idea of wanting to have like a gimmicky dungeon pretty early on to show off your creative abilities in game making, but oh boy, was this not it. Again? No, but I did have an idea. How about we just pretend you didn't escape? If I think that, then I wouldn't be violating my prime directive at all now, would I? Yeah, there we go. Thanks so much for staying here with me, Jimmy. I knew you would never try to escape. No, this is too much for an old lady like me. You've got such a good imagination, Jimmy. I just have to face facts. I don't mind if you've escaped, but just make sure to check in with me every now and again. Drip, drip, drip. I really mucked this place up, didn't I? How much slime is in you, Jimmy? Well, Jimmy, I'm so glad you came to visit me again. I feel like I've just been through one of those moods, so I hope I wasn't keeping you at arm's length. I've been thinking. Well, scanning memory sectors, if we're being accurate. The last time you visited me at the house must have been... Yes, it was Hans's birthday. His last one before he got ill. He was sitting in his chair and you were on his lap. No, that's not it. You must have been playing with Lars in his room. Such a shy boy. And then little Helga put on a show in the living room. My little singer. She must have gotten into my makeup because eyeshadow was everywhere in her lips. Her lips! Probably climbed into the bathroom sink. Bless her heart. But if you were there, maybe... Oh, there I go again. Things get foggy sometimes, you know. I'm looking forward to seeing you again, Lars. Come on, Buck, hit him hard. Hit it very hard. That's not hard enough. Why can't I steal the voice box from the death bot? And anyway, gotta escape. Even as a computer, Gammy still gets her memories mixed up. And I've already forgotten what to do. Hightail it. Shared the XL Cola. Everyone recovered the lost MP. So yeah, you have heals here. They just cost money. Maybe they don't immediately... Nope, it sounds the alarm. So let's see what happens if I just... Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just had to make sure, you know. Really waste some good money. Oh, 600, 300 bucks. Yeah, so that's what this dungeon's like. I hate it. And like, I've talked to all the monitors that I can, and that didn't lead anywhere. So now it's time to go in circles again until I find the right plot flag. And you can really tell why I don't like this dungeon. That wasn't correct. Can't skip this. Watch me. Cross clearance again? Well, you have been a good boy lately. And I can give you level 1 clearance. Feel free to go into any level 1 door. There. And then you go back. Yeah, I just won't bother trying to hit him anymore. I mean, even if I do get the double kill right, it's like, what's the point? You get so little experience. Now's not a good time, dear. I was just thinking of when Hans passed. I wanted to hold on a bit longer, but I just... Oh, shucks, Grammy. Clean, get away. Scanning. Species. Human. And type. Goon. Low level. Insufficient credentials. Only people with level 3 access are allowed entry. Is Jimmy allowed entry? Scanning. Species. Human. Type. Jimmy. Unlawful entry detected. Dispatching security drones. That would be... I feel kind of underemployed. Right, that's what happens. That's no good. Like, you're gonna place death traps like that at this early stage of the game? Like, really? Oh, hey, it's the nerd guy. Nice double attack. Oh, hey, it's you. I guess you really pulled a fast one on me. You didn't want to be a low-level goon at all. What a jerk. Well, I guess I don't totally hold it against you. The other guys push me around and call me names like stupid and buttface. Let me tell you, it doesn't feel good. But I chose this life. Well, I chose this life, and I don't have any regrets. I just wish they'd let me into their I just wish they'd let me into their cool secret meetings. Stop! Stop! Why does everyone do this to me? I gotta. See, like, really? You're gonna do this? Like, sure, I survived. What does it matter? It's so annoying. You know what? I saved recently. Let's undo that. Hooray! Save's coming in the 3rd dungeon. I love this game. I really do. This ain't it, though. Luckily, the rest of the game is not like this. Right, that was just a monitor room. Ha! Escaped. I'll just talk to you again in case I have to. So this is the real fight. The 4000 model is not nearly as strong. And you can steal its exposed wires. Just rip those right out. And then... it's probably immune to poison. So just start bullying it. And have Buck attack it. Yeah, nothing else I can grift. As you can see, it's like... it's a boss, right, that I'm supposed to fight at this point. Not that there's a whole ton I can really do at this point. You just sort of hit it, and sometimes it hits itself, which is nice. Getting lots of nice double hits. Damn! Sometimes it gets you real good. Don't leave me hanging. Yeah, startle the robot. Robot's like, oh jeez. It's got a bee stinger in his palm. Jimmy, I've been meaning to talk to you. The next time you see your mother, can you thank her for taking Lars in? I worry about him so much. He's a delicate child, you know. Helga was always such an independent spirit, when she wasn't in one of her funks. I didn't think she would have the time for her brother, so I was so happy when she promised she'd look after him. My little Lars. They used to talk about him at church. Well, let me tell you, Lars went with me every Sunday. Anyway, dressed up so handsome. People may talk about Lars, but he's a good boy, Jimmy. He's a good, kind, handsome boy. And don't you ever think otherwise. Don't worry, I can tell you with certainty that Jimmy does not think lowly of Lars. There's a small viewport in front of you. Would you like to peer through it? Well, I don't see the point of that. That one's busted. Hey, Lars. Hey, Helga. Hey, Andrew. Hey, information guy. I don't remember precisely what happens next. Like, I know what happens next in this dungeon, but not, like, what happens next in the... in, like, the next... what's the next dungeon is. There's that dog. What was that? Hello, Jimmy. Bark. A surprise attack? What a punch-tonica thing to do! Quiet, underling. Bark. You've already failed to subdue a child. Your role is to sit and play dead until your next command. Listen, Jimmy. It doesn't matter that you escaped your pod. I was going to suspend you in gel and devour you in the future. But now I'm going to have to accelerate that plan. Bark. It's over, Jimmy. I've captured your family. I'm stronger than you. Faster than you. Hungrier than you. I'm going to sink my teeth into your brain and then I'm going to gobble it up. Bark. Oh dear. This won't do at all. I'm afraid I can't let you harm a hair on his precious little head. Remember your prime directive. My prime directive. Let me run a diagnostic. A beep boop boop beep. One problem found. Prime directive is stupid. Erasing now. A new prime directive. Help grandson escape. Get him while he's monologuing. Oh, we don't want to get him yet. Oh boy, that's a hard fight when we get him. The dog is a roadblock for most people. Machine. You've become corrupt and unnecessary. I'll erase you along with the rest of this world. Listen up, Jimmy. I've already released the containment pods. Your father, mother, and uncle are all safe. And maybe that information guy too. I don't know, who gives a... But since we're in flight, I couldn't specify their drop points. Find them. It's important for a young boy to be with his family. And after that, find me, okay? Johnny Knives just vibing. What do you want me to say? You're sick? You're tired? Me too. Deal with it. Get up. About time. We're in some new stupid place. Grandma was right. We gotta find everyone and get back home. Everyone rejoice! The Queen has returned! Chancellor Harpley will settle coronation soon to make it... That's really hard to do. Now please stand for the first new royal composition. Howdy. Hey, Jimmy. Is this your first time in Legato, too? Apparently, the Queen has come back, and she's returned to normal. A long time ago, Legato was a prosperous country filled with music, and the Queen was loved by her people. One day, the Queen changed. Instead of the sound of her musical laughter, the castle halls were filled with chilly silence. She slowly imposed new rules and harsh punishments. One day, she strangled the life from Legato, and the hearts filled with mourning for their old Queen. The Knights of Legato trapped her inside of a mirror. Then, with no one to serve, the Knights left Legato. You think everyone would have been scared when the Queen returned, but I guess the Queen is a good person again. There's even a rumor that the Knights have returned too. What a neat story. It's like a fairy tale. Stuff like that never happens in Smile. Hello? No point in going up there. Time stuck that switch in place. Yeah, but what if I was slimy? You just think about that? Jimmy hears music all around him. What if I, gummed up the gears? No. That's something much later, I think. Well, if it isn't young Jimmy. What a marvelous surprise. You know me, Jimmy. Now I'm not much for showing off. But, since you're here, well, I can't help but show it since it's right in front of you. What do you think of my marvelous mansion? If I had to describe it in one word that fits it better than any other word, I'd have to call it unfroggy. Never has then been a home as unfroggy as this. Of course, I'm rarely here because I'm off on my marvelous adventures. But a man has to have a home to come back to, or he's barely a man at all. That's what I always say. Well, homes are great and all, but I'm afraid I'm filled with the marvelous wanderlust, so I'll be hitting the road soon. Feel free to look around, but the important thing is that I'm successful. Hey, he's got a fruit bowl. That's how you know he's got money. There's an apple, a banana, and an orange. No frog down on his luck could have that. Can I get you something, Jimmy? Yeah, so the recorder is the same strength as the spiderweb, although it has better magic, I think. Or I could give this to Buck, and, like, it's mildly better, but a couple tuxedos. Those are some cheap tuxedos, let me tell you. Crush is pretty nice. Yeah, more expensive. I'll just buy the buildings. Can you imagine? An entire nation of musical instruments. It's kind of loud here, honestly. There's an antenna deep inside my brain. Only static. Yeah, that makes sense. Legato's on lockdown until the coronation. Have fun and celebrate. The queen's back and she is happy again. And she's not killing us all. Wonderful news. Visitors. Legato Castle isn't open to visitors until after the coronation. You see, the queen has... The queen! You've come to talk to the queen... To take the queen! Oh, Harpley, why else would strangers visit now of all times? Well, guess what? The Legato Knights have returned. Yes, each and every one of them. So you don't stand a chance. You better run, just in case. Sound the alarm. Okay, there's some mana trees. I would definitely prefer... wrong buttons. I'd definitely prefer a proper fountain now. Fresh. Yep. New theme time. Steal their tea. Steal his tea. The tea mice are attacking. Plunk. Plunk. Stop that. Ah, but I'm alert. experience is more like it. Found a really cool new pet outside. Now I'm in trouble. What a drag. What am I supposed to do? It's almost coronation time and my son released that wild beast into the kitchen. I'll never have the banquet finished in time. There is a boss fight. Save just in case. It's a very strange thing. Laughing like an idiot. Now it's poisoned. Hey. Still laughing like an idiot. Yes, startled you. What now? Oh. Ooh. Ow. Give him the phlegm again. Feels like a cheetah on a comet plummeting to Earth. That just means he's faster, incidentally. Oof, a little rough. Got him! Level 9.
It's that time again. Jimmy imagines himself scrambling onto the counter. He's been here too long. His neck extends as he opens the pantry door with his beak. The cook walks in right as Jimmy upends the bag of sugar down his waiting throat. "Oh no," the cook says. "Oh no, oh no." But Jimmy is too busy whipping the bag around until it's in tatters. The cook lunges towards Jimmy, but he's already running, and the cook's hands just slice through the thick sugar cloud. Jimmy's running through the halls, upending trays of silvery utensils, banging into passers-by as if he were inside a pinball machine. Soon he's running towards the exit, and the door is sliding open automatically, just narrow enough for his feathers to graze against as he whooshes past. All of a sudden, he's outside. He books it past some parked ambulances, sprinting down the block, his spindly legs full of life. The wind streaming through his feathers makes it feel like he just might take flight.
So this transformation is honestly kind of useless in, like, battle, but it's the one you're going to start a lot of battles in, because it moves faster. Red-billed squawker. You can charge forward with reckless abandon, giving them the ability to slam into some things and jump over small gaps. Like this. Oh, shucks, he's caused such a ruckus. Thank you so much for getting rid of that creature, and becoming it. Hopefully I'll have enough time to prepare for the banquet. I guess I don't get to have a pet now. Whatever. Didn't want to feed it and stuff. But what if I shake them? Eep! Oh, I thought you were that horrid bird. Since Martin brought that thing in here, I've decided to ground him for eternity. Martin, I have some bad news for you. Dude! My mom's right here, I'll tell. They're really cute. Uh-oh. Okay. But now I have to use my one alarm clock, because I didn't realize I was low on health. I forgot I was low on health. Any of you got a healing fountain around here? I keep going, like, the right way. I don't want that. I'm gonna go the wrong way and find treasure or healing. Hey kid, you better be careful. The alarm's going off because someone's infiltrating the castle. Harpley says it's some 10-foot tall monster, so it'll be safe if you hang out here with us. I haven't heard the alarm go off since that horrible cat monster escaped from the prison. The weird guy in the cell next to him is still shaken up over it. Yeah, I would be too. Knock it off, kid. If you're trying to get me riled up, it's not gonna work. When that cat monster escaped, I almost lost my life. Stuff like this doesn't faze me anymore. I give up! No, it's just a kid. Hey, don't look at me like I'm a coward. Don't you know that sometimes adults just like to take it easy? Life's stressful. No. But I can get this now. It's filled with disembodied eyes. And there's a treble clef. Just a big old treble clef in a box. Fresh. It dodges all attacks for one turn. But why? Doubles agility. But why? Wake all sleeping party members. Okay. And a startle. That's the only reason the bird is here, is for a startle. Nice crit. Do you want out, cat? That's that room. Accidentally stopping encounters because I used the bird. Blink. Blink. It's funny how, like, obviously worse the bird is compared to, like, everyone else. No, you ran away. That one didn't. The Fungin. It's getting a little Spartan in here. You tootin'. You defending. Eesh. At least that Mr. Information is safe. Man, losing that $300 to the stupid... Oh, yeah. Okay. You need something else. Yeah, I think one of the powers later can turn invisible or something. Become the color invisible. fact, I think that room with the eyes is where the queen is, the old queen, in the mirror. Yeah, no wait, it's not a power you need. You need to stop time. That's right. The clock tower that said, well, the switch is stuck in time. That stops time in town and lets you get through there. It's real rough in there. Counter's here. Sorry, just blow my nose. Those double attacks are real lifesavers, I gotta say. I also really appreciate having the extra move speed. Oh, that's where it is. That would have been good to know. Okay, well, oh, yeah. Yeah, those are getting expensive now. Oh, I forgot to equip the new armor. Oopsie. That probably would have been nice to have earlier. Okay, I'm back in, fully restocked. And up here, go down, and you can jump over the gap in the bridge. And if I'm gonna be in bird form, having the bee stinger is nice. Since, you know, you're basically always going first with the bonus agility and therefore have a better chance of making good use of the startle. Although I should, be a low-level goon and try to steal some things. Where does this lead? It leads up there. That makes sense. Well, he tootin'. What happens if you steal their tea? Come on. Come on. Boo. Okay. Oh, it murders them. Oh my god. He's dead. I'm unarmed! Please don't hurt me! Do you want me to stop sounding the alarm? Yeah. Thanks. And you can turn them back on if you want the encounters again. no one's high enough level for that. But I am starting to gain benefit from having multiple jobs. Better back off, partner. I'm Roland from the Legato Knights. That's right, the Roland. So you better run. And that didn't work, but the Legato Knights are famous. Alright, keep it together. It's just like you practiced. British. His heart's not in it. Oh, and I can pants him! I can pants the man! Oh, he wasn't real! He was just a toot soldier! So you got by Roland. No surprises there. He was the worst actor, the warrior of all of us. The Legato Knights. The real Legato Knights. What was the line? On guard! Oh, tricked again. Do you even have any idea how hard it is to fit into ladies' armor? I mean, that's natural for me, since I'm definitely a lady. I just put on some weight is all. Oh god, don't tell Claire I said that. The real Claire, that is. By which I mean me. I'm definitely the real Claire. Oh, now I'm unmotivated. Should probably check to see... These guys have anything? Nah. People say I'm a man of few words, but I think if they could see inside me, they'd be surprised by all the inner turmoil. I have a tragic and exciting backstory. It's a little thing called motivation, bud. I've been thinking maybe I could say something really cool like, my blade will be the silver flash that severs the chains of injustice. That's a little something called improvisation. I'm starting to think these guys aren't the real deal. Pears. Pears and grapes and notes. That'll be far enough. You've jolly well beaten up enough soldiers. I suppose that's my fault for not training them well enough. Legato has relied too heavily on the Legato Knights and we're paying the price. It's true that the soldiers who fought earlier weren't actual members of the Legato Knights. It's the best we could come up with on such a short notice. Well, I'm different. My name is Windsor, captain of the Legato Knights. The Queen has finally returned after all these years. On my honor as a Legato Knight, I can't let you pass! What a cool dude. Doesn't have anything for me to steal. What a lamer. Oh, he's a level 2 toot soldier. Oh, he's thick. Cancel all, go. Ow. Flashy display. Start healing. In fact, do high fives. Alright, defensive stance. So I'll hit Windsor. Well, look, he's gonna keep doing that. And now they're back to attack anyway. Nice crit. Oh, he's twirling his mustache. Like an old bassoon like me can't hold his own. I'm gonna give Buck a little bit more MP so he can do his enrage. I suppose I have enough to also do one magnificent combo first. Ugh. Gotta be pretty judicious with these items. I mean, surprisingly hard fight. But after this, we get a third party member. Wow. Well, that's it then. The troops and I are no match for you. Don't give up, Renzor. You're a Legato Knight. The Legato Knights disbanded long ago. I stayed to protect Legato, but from what? We've had years of peace and I've gotten soft. But we have the Queen now! Do you remember what I did, Harpley? What we did? We're not worthy of protecting her. He kind of faces backwards when he walks. Boy, I don't know why you're dead set on seeing the Queen, but you fought with honor, so I doubt you have any ill intent. I have no right of asking you this, but if it comes down to it, treat the Queen justly. This is just as well. Ever since the Queen fell from the sky, she's been getting worse and worse. This is just like what happened all those years ago. We're lucky she had no memory from back then, but if we can't make her happy, then we'll be doomed to repeat the past. In truth, I've been tying my strings and knots thinking about what might happen. What's worse is without the Legato Knights here, how could we stop her if she turned again? I don't know why you've come, but if you're not to hurt her, could you help improve her mood? Harpley, I don't feel like writing a song now. Boys? Boys! Aw, he blushed. He loves his mama. I wasn't sure if I was gonna see you again. I remember being surrounded with this weird green goo, and the next thing I know, I'm being pulled out of a pod by a talking harp. I tried to tell them I wasn't their queen, but they were really insistent. They made me sing them songs, which, okay, I mean, it was pretty awesome. And then I thought, you know, I've never been a queen before. That could be cool. And now I have a butler, some maids, a nice garden. Did you know I'm in control of the armed forces? Oh! But I guess I've had enough of being a queen. They said I'm gonna have to do some big coronation thing, which seems way too formal for a hip chick like me. Worse, if I'm a queen, that means I can't hang out with my family. Speaking of, where are Lars and your father? Who knows? I guess that just means I'll have to find them. Oh, Jimmy, did you remember to get some Buddy Bee honey, right? Wonderful. I've got all the other ingredients here, so let's make a special cake for a special boy. Here you go, precious. It's a bee sting cake. Oh, before I forget, I was cleaning your room, Jimmy, and I found that toy you lost. Can you believe he was just locked in your closet? I don't like it. Hey, Jimmy! You're my best friend! Oh, how cute. It's like you jumped right out of your favorite show. I still can't believe your grandmother got this for you. They're so pricey. I hope we can go on all sorts of fun adventures, Jimmy. You can always count on your old pal, Jonathan. Did you hear that, boys? With Jonathan's help, we'll be able to find Lars and your father in no time. Let's get to it. Now we've got a full party, because Jonathan fights. Incoming transmission. Bzz. This is the beginning of the end. The pulsating mass will devour everything. There will be no more hate or fear or love. There will only be nothing. Oh, how embarrassing. Besson has lived in Legato longer than anyone. I'm afraid he's a bit eccentric. We tried to get him help, but it seems to just be how he is, so we let him be. He's harmless, really. I didn't realize you were the Queen's son, Jimmy, so please accept my apologies once again. No, I suppose I shouldn't say Queen. The real Queen, of course, no longer has any children. You do look remarkably like her, Miss Helga, but the more I look, the more I see the differences. I think we just wanted to have our Queen back more than anything. The fact is, you're not the Queen, so we're gonna have to go back to our old ways of doing things. I'll try my best to look after the good people of Legato. I hope you'll find what you're looking for. No, before I forget, Windsor said he wanted to see you before you head out. He's in the castle courtyard. Yeah, Jonathan's in the party. Not very strong, but they're touchably soft. Let's give him a spider web. He's supportive. He doubles the effects of items. Yeah, he has 38 attack and 36 magic attack, compared to Helga, has 39 attack and 32 magic attack. She's a lot stronger than I thought, actually. Buck has 48 attack, and Jimmy has 37. Clutch. Floral dress. Can I get you something, Jimmy? Be modestly better for Helga. I get one crush, because Helga I don't think starts with any attacks. High five, heal, heal, heal. Yeah. So she needs an attacking move to, like, really pull her weight in fights. Jonathan Bear has Sunshine, so he can already do attacks, even if it's not that great. He also has heals, so, like, you're full of heals now. And he can give his MP to an ally, which is a nice thing that he can do. It's funny that Buck kind of uses it the most. Well, that was something else. I guess Legato's got his share of odd customers. Salutations, young Jimmy. Briefly having a queen again made me wistful for the good old days. I have to protect Legato, but since you're going on an adventure, if you happen to come across any of the Legato Knights, could you please direct them back here? That's jolly good! I knew you were an honorable young whelp. I'll be here, so stop by and visit from time to time. And with that, I think I'm done for today. I'm really hungry. It's past my dinner time of 5 p.m. So, I hope you see why I was so enthusiastic to play this game. I love it to bits, aside from the Gammy dungeon. But we're past that now. It's all uphill from here. That's the good thing, right? So, tomorrow I have something I need to do, so I won't be streaming. But I will be streaming on the normal day off, Saturday, with... I once again do not remember. Oh yeah, Il Filo Conduttore, which, if you know Plug and Play or Kids, it's the same guy. So it's gonna be real weird. It's gonna be short and very weird. And then after that, Gut Whale, which is another game I've played before and know is good. I don't know if I'll be able to beat it in one sitting. It's not that long, but it's really hard. So, good games coming up. I mean, probably. Il Filo Conduttore could be anything. But not normal. It won't be normal. Oh, don't worry. It won't be that. I like it. It's a good one. It's a real good one. And it gets better. Some people get real mad at the ending. But we'll see when we get there. And I'm not sure if I want to do the post-game content. There's like a 100-floor dungeon and a big super dungeon with super bosses. I don't know if I want to do that. But we'll see. I didn't do it when I first played it.